So we have something pretty interesting going in the tank today. A boxing ringside bell that was used at Madison Square Gardens. A local boxing gym in Johnstown, Pennsylvania called Kastle Boxing dropped this off. They got their hands on this. It's definitely a pretty sweet piece of boxing history. So I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up for them. And I guess I'll make a video and showing how I get it done. First of all, it had little springs on it. So I had to remove those because thin springs do not like acid. It tends to make them brittle. For getting the rust off the springs, I'm probably gonna do that mechanically, maybe with a wire brush or something. Looks like there's about 5 layers of paint on this thing, but it's probably just spray paint, so it probably shouldn't be hard to remove. But let's get this thing in the tank and see what it looks like clean. So I just put the bell in the alkaline and you can see there's a pretty good reaction going on. My guess is it's the silver paint that's on it because that usually foams up pretty good, but I'm gonna pull it out just to make sure there's no soft metals like aluminum or anything on it. No, it definitely is the paint. You can see because the paint's already coming off. Okay, so we're gonna put it back in and I'm just gonna monitor it a little bit. So the bell's been sitting in the alkaline chemical for about a day. It was foaming up pretty good. So I'm gonna guess when I pull this out, there's not gonna be any paint on it. We'll see. As you can see, all the paint's off. I'm gonna take it over to the wash bay and we're gonna pressure wash it and get a closer look. I just finished pressure washing it. I'm gonna disassemble the bell from the base. That way there's no chance of any air pockets or anything. And all the paint came off of this, so now it'll be going in the acid. Okay, so I got it disassembled. We're at the acid. I'm gonna put it in here and it'll remain in here for about a day. And we'll check on it and see where it's at. I got the bell down to bare metal. This was a super interesting project, really fun to do. I love little things like this that come through the shop. It makes me love my job, always different. It was super easy to clean. It wasn't crazy rusty and the paint just foamed off like crazy. The springs ended up not being rusty at all, so I just soaked them in the alkaline for a little bit and the paint just foamed off. And I just took a Scotch-Brite to them and they look perfect too. We'll get this back to Kastle Boxing and I'm sure they'll put it to good use. Pretty interesting piece of history.